Hey Internet Kids, Doclariv here with the gaming news for the week of May 13th. As you can see, I brought my hair back this week due to popular demand. Normally Oppie would be doing the gaming news review, but he's in the hospital this week. So I got stuck with it, and I'm just going to give you some quick updates on what's been going on. Alright, this week we got some announced release dates. For all you Doctor Who fans out there, you'll be glad to know that the PS3 title Doctor Who: The Eternity Clock is going to be available via PlayStation Network on May 23rd, 2012. And it's going to be on the Vita as well on June 13th, but there's no PC date as of yet. Alright, Pikmin 2. You guys remember that really fun launch title for the GameCube called Pikmin? Well, a sequel was released for the Wii, but here in America, we never got it until now. Pikmin 2 is now set to be released on June 10th, 2012, and won't break the bank because it will be released as a Nintendo Selects title with the price tag of $19.99. Unfortunately, this week there was also some delays. Tomb Raider Reboot. Once again, we have another highly anticipated title being delayed till 2013. In 2010, it was announced that Crystal Dynamics would be starting the project of rebooting Tomb Raider, and over the past couple years they built up the hype and was pushing for a fall release date this year. But now they're planning to take a few more months to make sure they deliver the best possible game they can, so the new projected release date will be sometime in the first quarter of 2013. I really hope they do take their time because I was honestly tired of the series, and I think it's going to require a good overhaul for players to get back into it. Some more news. Recently, 38 Studios had released the title Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, which had a great amount of hype and high expectations since it was being produced with some great names like fantasy writer R.A. Salvatore, comic book artist Todd McFarlane, and Elder Scrolls designer Ken Rolston. It was planned to be a gateway into the vast world of Amalur, but that may all be stopped short with 38 Studios now having some major financial problems. 38 Studios moved to Rhode Island in 2010 and expected a $75 million loan from the state. Now they're having trouble paying it back and even trouble paying its own employees. Unfortunately, when the game came out, it was a fun title to play but was lacking in the depth, narrative, and direction that some of the other games of the genre were able to offer, so the game suffered some bad reviews. And now on to new releases. Well, this week we had a crap load of games released. Some of the games that came out were okay, but not really huge news. One was a Battleship game based off the new movie being released on all platforms. Pixel Junk for PlayStation Network. Test Drive Ferrari Legends for the 360 and PS3. And unfortunately, from the awesome Game of Thrones TV series comes a crappy Game of Thrones game for 360, PS3, and PC. For hundreds of thousands of gamers out there, on May 15th, the long, way overdue title of Diablo III finally arrived. Although the game is awesome, its launch was far from it. Servers in the US were set to open up at midnight Pacific Daylight Time, and so they did. However, as the servers flooded, thousands of gamers were stuck just trying to log in and spent hours seeing nothing but error messages and timeout notifications. Even if you managed to get connected, you may have also been disappointed when trying to create a character. There's a lot of timeout issues, some of the game achievements you earned weren't registering and completely disappearing. Due to the issues, Blizzard was forced to delay the in-game real currency auction house and is still working on server stability, but they did make a post saying, "We sincerely regret that your crusade to bring down the Lord of Terror was thwarted not by mobs of demons, but by mortal infrastructure." That's the classic Blizzard self-deprecating response. Now, in my opinion, and in the opinion of pretty much everybody at Internet Kidz Gaming, Blizzard should have a good understanding as how much space and resources they need for a launch of this caliber, given their history. But as usual, they drop the ball and have a failed launch. Normally it wouldn't be that big a deal, but this launch was a little bit more failed than some they've had in the past. And I think with the hype surrounding the game, they could have done a better job with the launch. Now, that being said, the game itself is quite outstanding. Well, that's it for news this week. Make sure you pop on over to our Razer Naga giveaway video and subscribe, as well as comment on it in order to win. Also, go ahead and keep your eyes peeled for some future videos. There's going to be a Witch Doctor review that I'm doing, kind of a class guide, as well as my personal take on the game Diablo III. And keep an eye peeled for Murdeath as well. He's got some new Diablo vids coming out in the near future.